everybody and welcome back. I'm Niharika and today we're going to learn about making friends. Now we all love meeting new people, socializing, but there are times when we hesitate a little to go up to a stranger and start a conversation, isn't it? So here I'm going to help you with a lesson with few phrases that would help you to talk about yourself and knowing other people. So I'm going to cover introduction and some simple conversation topics. Let's look at how an introduction should be, okay? How you would go and ask for an introduction. So you're not just going to go walk up to a stranger and say, "What is your name?" Now, that doesn't sound right. So you should go to a stranger by saying, "Hi, how are you doing? My name is Niharika. What is your name?" Alright, so hi, how are you doing? Now here, how are you doing is not really a question. It's just a way of saying, "Hello, what is your name?" Okay? Now I have come across people saying, "What is your good name?" Alright, there's so many people who keep asking, "What is your good name?" Now that sounds a little funny, and good name, what is a good name? I didn't know that a name has a taste to it. Like, can you taste your name? No, right? And if you have a good name, probably you would have a bad name too. So this question here, "What is your good name?" is totally incorrect in English, okay? So please do remember, do not use this question when you're asking for someone's name. Just keep it simple with a smile and a greeting and just ask, "What is your name?" All right? So now what would be the response to this question? Hello, I'm John. Or the person can also say, "Hi, my name is John." Okay? And if you have mentioned, "Hi, my name is Niharika, what is your name?" Then you can say, there's another way, you can say, "Hi, nice to meet you, Niharika, I am John." Okay? So that's how an introduction should be, like very sweet and simple. Now, maybe there's a lot of music around and, or maybe the person is really soft-spoken and you didn't get the name. So there are many people would say, "What? Come again?" Now, that sounds really rude. So in a very polite manner, you would ask, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name," or "I didn't get your name," okay? And then the response would be, "Oh, I'm sorry, my name is John." All right? Now, once you have exchanged names, just say "Nice to meet you," or "Glad to meet you," okay, or "Pleased to meet you." These are the various ways. This makes the person really comfortable and then you can get going with some kind of a conversation. Okay, now even if you are with someone, maybe you're in a party with your partner or with your daughter or with your friend, make sure you would introduce that person too. You're not just going to leave him alone, isn't it? So the best way to introduce that person, like your friend, would be, "Please meet my friend. Please meet my friend, Natasha." Okay? "Please meet my friend, Natasha." Or another way of saying is, "I would like you to meet my friend, Natasha." So that's how your introduction would look like, sound like, and we will go ahead with some simple conversation topics. So now that we learned how an introduction should be, we would also learn about some conversation topics, some basic questions that you can ask a person in order to build a good conversation. So I have something here for you. You can ask the person, "Where are you from?" And this can also sound like "Where are you from?" So usually when you speak fluently, R would be a little silent and you would go, "Where are you from?" Okay? So that would be a question. Whereas the response to this question would be, "I'm from Italy," or "I'm from London." Okay? So that's how a response would be. There's another way, maybe that person is not from the same city, then the person can say, "Well, I'm originally from Spain, but now married and settled in America." Okay? So basically the person is talking that maybe the person was born in a different country and now settled and married in a different country. So just giving out a little more information. Okay, we would look at another question here. What do you do? Now, many people keep asking, so what do you do, or what do you do for a living? Do for a living? So here it means that what is your profession? What do you do professionally? Okay, that's what this question means. So the response to this would be, I'm a graphic designer, or I'm a civil engineer, or I'm a teacher. So whatever you do, whatever is your profession, you answer that. And once you say that, you can ask, so what about you? What do you do? Okay, so this is the way you would build a conversation in such simple questions. So just be confident and go ahead, ask this to people that you want to build a friendship with. Now that we learned how to ask about someone's profession and where the person belongs to, like which city he comes from or which country he comes from, we're going to look at some more questions here so that you can keep talking. Here I have a question, how old are you? So if you are asking about someone's age, you can ask, how old are you, or what is your age? Okay, and the response to this question would be, I am 22, like you can just say I'm 22, or you can mention it, I am 22 years old, okay? Now make sure you say the complete sentence, I am 22 years old, because there are people who just say, I am 22 old. 22 old, what? So make sure you mention that I am 22 years old, okay? Now there are people, or just keep it simple, my age is 22. Okay, now there are many women, or even including me, we don't like talking about the age, like we don't like telling people how old we are, right? So the best way is to say, I am in my early 20s, okay, or I am in my late 20s. So what exactly this means? If you are between the age of 21 to 25, then you are in your early 20s, okay? And if you are beyond 25, then you are in your late 20s. And same applies if you're in your 30s or in your 40s. It's just the same way you would say, I'm in my late 30s or I'm in my early 40s. Okay? Now, there's another question here. When is your birthday? Now, we do like asking about people's birthday. It gives you a reason to just give them a call and wish them, isn't it? So, if you want to ask when is your birthday, how would you respond to it? You can say, it's on the 7th of February, or I was born on the 7th of February, okay? Now, there are people who do talk about the year they were born. That's not necessary. Like, you would not say, I was born on 7th of September 1987, okay? It's just unnecessary, okay? You do not tell about the year you were born, okay? Or, there's another way. If you celebrate your birthday with one of the holidays, like maybe the New Year's Eve, which is the 31st of December. Okay, so you can say, well, I was born on the New Year's Eve, or I was born on a Christmas Eve. All right, so that's another nice way of telling about your birthday. Or if you share your birthday with a known celebrity, then you can also say, oh, well, I share my birthday with Tom Cruise. It's on July the 3rd. Okay, so these are the various days, the various ways of telling about your birthday. So now that we learned that how you would build your conversation, maybe now it's time to get going. So how would you end the conversation gracefully? So we will have a look here. You would say, it's a pleasure talking to you, okay? It's been really nice. You're expressing your gratitude towards that person, right? So you can say, it's a pleasure talking to you, or it was great speaking to you, all right? And now since you've really liked the person, maybe you would love to keep in touch, isn't it? So how you would ask for the person's contact details? You can either say, we would touch base later. Okay, that's one of the sentences that you can use. Or you can say, how can I contact you? Or may I have your email address? Or may I have your telephone number? Now here, telephone number, it's not necessary that you would mention telephone number because it's quite obvious. Everybody carries a mobile phone. So it's not necessary that you say here, can I have your telephone number? You can just say, may I have your number? Or may I have your email address? I would love to be in touch with you. Or Make use of the social networking. People love social networking sites. So ask if the person is on Facebook or on MySpace or on Skype. And then you can ask for their Facebook user ID or their MySpace or the Skype user ID. Okay, so this is the way you would end the conversation gracefully. So people, please just go ahead, don't be shy, be confident, don't keep thinking about your performance. Go up to a stranger, there are several friends waiting out there. Talk about the weather, talk about the city. If you are in a party, talk about the food, about the drinks. If you're at a bus stop, talk about the bus timings, traffic, okay? You can just go ahead with the conversation. So just be confident and go ahead and make some great friends out there. Till then, I'll be back with a new lesson. You take care.